Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Hello, beautiful people. How are you? I'll do this just a little different this morning. How you doing? It's a blessed day to be alive. It's a blessed day to be in your right mind. It's just a blessing, y'all. It's real gloomy this morning. I know it rained like maybe 10 minutes yesterday. I don't know what it's supposed to do today. I didn't look, but it's very gloomy. It got dark kind of early yesterday. Probably around, I want to say a little after 6. I noticed that it was darker than normal, but it doesn't appear that it rained overnight, so I don't think that happened because the ground is not wet, the grass is not wet. But it is very gloomy this morning, like I don't see hardly any blue sky. I do see gray clouds. It's like patches of pale light blue coming through, little patch here and there, but mostly it's covered. So mostly cloudy. And it looks like with a chance of rain. So looks like it's gonna rain today. So out goes the idea of me washing my car. And it's been a minute. I've been trying to wash my car, but it keeps raining. And it's like, I be feeling like, what's the point if it's gonna rain? I feel like I wasted money at the car wash. But I am, as soon as this weather breaks, I think this afternoon, I'm probably gonna go, and if it doesn't rain, and it's not forecasted to rain later, I'll go ahead and get the car and wash the car. I've been busy, y'all. I've been busy. I got different things going on, and all of them good. So just let me say that, the Most High has been really good to me. So I'm real thankful this morning, to have different blessings and, to be occupied the way I have been. And, because it could be so much worse than what it is. So I'm very thankful. I'm very, very thankful this morning. I hope you all slept well last night. It feels like I keep trying to have to fix this. I hope you slept well last night. And that you had, peaceful rest. Your rest wasn't disturbed, and you're able to get to work this morning, and you didn't have no issues last night, like I think I said it already, but your sleep was not disturbed, and I have to watch this traffic, y'all. I'm a little tired today, but all is well, and I'm just thankful for many, many blessings. The first of many being alive and awake this morning, 6 feet above ground versus below. And I am thankful for protection and the many, many graces that I've been given and my family has been given, and protection and love and provision for my family. I'm really thankful for those blessings. It's a great day outside, but it's a great day regardless. We need the rain, especially here. You're gonna need the rain down here, but sometimes I be feeling like it just rains too much. Maybe it's just me, because I be wanting to take care of things and can't like I want to because of the rain. Rain makes me, I don't know about anybody else, I get really relax with the rain and sleepy and just chill. I don't necessarily go to sleep all the time, but I be so chill, y'all. I be so chill. So, you know, one of the things that I like to do when it's a rainy day and I'm off work, like maybe it's a Saturday and it's just raining, you know, with a light thunderstorm or what have you, I like to turn on some jazz. So it's usually, you know, some Miles Davis or something like that. Some old classics. I'm not talking about that new jazz. I'm talking about the old school classic jazz. And you gotta have a wine of Pinot Grigio, a glass of wine of Pinot Grigio, or, you know, that's just one of the things that I usually like to do in solitude by myself. You know, it's a way of unwinding. You know, it's very therapeutic for me. I keep looking to the side. I know y'all see me, but I'm tripping on this 18-wheeler. Whoever driving that 18-wheeler, I mean, they driving. Let me tell you, it was at the red light. It was the first on the right lane at the red light, and the light turned green. And I promise you, it seemed like that 18-wheeler took off just as fast as these cars. I had a hard time, like, had to really speed up just to pass it. Listen, when I tell you, you come here, you better drive. I'm trying to tell you, you better drive. But God is good, and all is well, and I'm praying and hoping and praying that all is well with you all, with you and your family, within your household, outside of your household, those people that you love and hold dear that are connected to you, even if they're not connected to you, you love and hold them dear and close to your heart. I pray all is well. We're gonna have a great day today. I'm praying for those that are already at work already, are trying to make something happen. They had to get up a lot earlier than most of us, and they're already on the grind, you know what I'm saying? And some of them went in probably the wee hours of the morning. They be getting off in a little bit. So I pray all is well. And just a little bit of encouragement to love one another. You know, it's really all about love in this world, because, you know, the love of many is waxing cold. As time goes by, you're noticing how there's a lot of hate in the world trying to replace love. And love has a vibration, and there's a certain energy to it. And then hate has a vibration and a certain energy to it. One is on the high end and one is on the low end, so we don't have to guess which one is on which end. We know. Love is the strongest energy, the strongest vibration, the strongest power in this world. It has the ability to change everything, anything, anybody. But love is not rude, so it will not force itself on you. It's available. It's always available to you, for you. You know, it's available readily. It's abundant. But so many times, human beings, choose the opposite. They choose something other than love. When they do that, they are lowering the vibration of this planet. And we descend into more chaos, into more hate. Hate begets hate. It gives birth to more hate. You choosing the lower end, low vibrational things gives birth to more low vibrational things. You choosing the light, you choosing love, you choosing to do better, be better, love yourself first and then love others, learning what that means, what love really is, overcoming different pains, and different things that have been done to you, different traumas, different, You know, we have a lot of family issues that have happened in the past that everybody is hurt on both sides, or, you know, it's one-sided or what have you, and we have holding grudges forever, you know what I'm saying, and we're still hurting and we're still struggling and we're still, you know, we're still fighting. Forgive, even if you do it just for yourself. Forgive. Do it for you. It releases you, it frees you to forgive. I mean, truly forgive someone. You know, I didn't say forget. I said forgive. You know what I'm saying? Never forget. Because the saying is that people show you who they are the first time. Believe them the first time they show it to you. And so many times we don't believe it. We're in shock because she would have never thought that they would have did that. But they did. And they will do it again. And you're not the first person they've done that to. So you have to forgive. Never forget. And don't be a fool and let it happen to you again, is what I'm saying. And, you know, things get hard. You know, life can be tough. We got so much going on in this world as it is that's out of our control. That most people, no matter what race they are, they have to deal with certain things, most of us, you know, as a whole, because we don't have no control over certain things that are happening right now. And it's like, when you, in light of all of that, you know, you still got the nerves to still be running around here causing ruckus against other people, you know, being mean, hateful, regardless of what race you are, you know, race against different races, against other races, or within your own race. You know, you have any compassion and any love for yourself and understanding of what that really means, you're not going to have any hate for anybody. Because what that does is it puts you in a cage and it locks away all your blessings that you're supposed to have and supposed to keep. That's for you. And I could go deeper as to what hate does. I don't have the time, and it's a lengthy discussion, and it's a lot of things that I want to say about it. A lot of people don't agree to. You know what I'm saying? Especially those that have been getting away with so much devilment for so long. You know, they don't agree to a whole lot of stuff because they haven't had suffered the consequences yet of the things that they've done. So in light of that, they don't believe a lot of the things that people like me talk about because they haven't been caught yet. You know what I'm saying? And the saying goes that normally those type of people, when they do get caught up and it's obvious and there's no way out of it, they begin to apologize. But the apology is fake because they're not apologizing because they're sorry for what they've done. They're apologizing, they're sorry for getting caught. And that's so true because they wasn't intending on getting caught. And you would have never got the apology had they not gotten caught. They would have continued to do what they do. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. And I just realized that's what it says on my shirt. It is what it is. I happen to look because I can see it in the video. Because I can see myself, and it's backwards, of course, in the video for me. And I don't know if it's backwards for you, but it is what it is what it says on my shirt. It's so much I normally say. I am going to, I got some things I need to take care of. But let me just say this. Love is the key. It's the key to everything. It's the key to everything. Really, really love and really, really be true about loving yourself and understanding what that means. And if you don't understand, look it up, start asking questions, research for yourself. They say that when you study for yourself, you start learning things on your own, that's when stuff begins to stick. And then you put it into practice, and that's when it really gets ingrained and becomes a part of you. You know, it's an old saying from when I was in church, and I forget who said it, but I never forgot it. And they said, love known is love shown. Or love shown is love known. No, I think it's love known is love shown. Basically, you can talk about love all you want to, but show it. Show that you love. Show that you have love for yourself first and then for others. And love is not selfish. You know what I'm saying? So when we say we love ourselves, we're not being selfish about in the derogatory sense of selfishness. There is a good selfishness where you have to sometimes take a time out and pull back from people and start loving on yourself. Yes, you're being selfish, but it's a righteous selfishness to get yourself together. Because how can you correctly love other people if you don't correctly love yourself? You have to get yourself together first. You have to get your mind together first, your heart together first. You have to get everything about you in order and in alignment with the Most High. That way you can love other people correctly. Other than that, it's never going to work. You're always going to sabotage your connections, your relationships that you have if you don't love yourself correctly. How can you bridge the gap between somebody? How can you stand in the gap for anybody? How can you pray for anybody if you don't have love for yourself? So a lot of people say they love God, but they don't love themselves. And God is looking like, excuse me, I am love. So if I'm love and you love me, then you got to love somebody else. You got to love yourself as well. How do you love yourself? You show yourself some grace, number one. Number two, you start tending to those things that have been plaguing at your soul for years. Your traumas, number one. Your insecurities and different things that are going on with you that nobody knows about except you and the Most High. Those are the things that you need to tend to and you need to heal. Healing starts with accepting accountability for things that you've done. Healing also starts with forgiveness, even if you haven't done anything. Learning to forgive those that have done things to you. That's how you heal. And when you heal, again, let me say it, you're not forgetting what was done. You're not forgetting what happened to you. You're not forgetting that. You're going to remember and you're going to understand and learn the lesson behind that. Or you may never get the reason why somebody did something to you. So you're going to hold on to it forever. It's going to hurt you. I promise it's going to hurt you. It's going to plague you the rest of your life if you don't forgive. In every relationship you have after that, somewhere you're going to sabotage it. And you're not trying to, but because you haven't healed, you can't help it. It's going to come out because you haven't healed. It's going to come out. And normally when you haven't healed and you're in a relationship, you start attacking those people that are connected to you, that's the closest to you, that love you the most. It's inevitable. And no matter how hard you try to hold it in, you become a different person holding in pain and hurt and trauma. You don't want to be that person, but you have a hard time not being that person because you haven't healed. And at some point, it's going to come out and you're going to attack somebody that's very close to you and you're going to wound them. And it's going to take the Most High to keep them around you, to keep fooling with you. And if they don't, they're within their rights to not fool with you. They don't have to because they didn't deserve that. They didn't do anything for you to sabotage, attack, whatever you did to them. You just lashing out at the person closest to them. Normally, the person that's closest to you is the one that loves you the most. And you know this, but because you're self-sabotaging because of your pain and your trauma, that's who you're going to attack. And then it's the next person. Then it's the next person. Everybody going to get it. So the very thing you don't want to happen begins to happen. You start losing people. They don't want to be bothered with you. You don't want to be alone. You don't want to push these people away. You love these people. But for whatever reason, whatever happened to you, you're lashing out because you haven't healed. So learn to forgive for yourself. And that's a really big beginning of your healing journey is forgiveness. Okay? You got to forgive. And then acknowledging, taking responsibility for things that you've done that you know were wrong against people. And once you do all these things, especially the acknowledgement part, you're on your healing journey. Don't get off that path. It's going to be painful, but stay there. And when it's over with, you're going to be a much better person. You're going to feel a whole lot better. You're going to clean out a lot of cobwebs, a lot of stuff that's been bothering you for years. I don't care how old you are. You're going to clear it out by doing these things. You stay on your healing journey. And another thing, and you've heard this before, you cannot heal in the environment that made you sick. So if you're still dealing with certain energies and people and situations and places and things, and you're still connected with these people that are a part of why you're sick, that you still have these issues and different things going on with you, and they continue to perpetuate to keep you in that cycle so that you never break free. If you continue to do that, there's no need of you going on a healing journey. You're fighting a losing battle because you're still connected, still in, still doing, still around, still with the same mindset, the same thing, and the same thing going on around you. You're trying to heal. It's not going to happen. You're going to make it harder for yourself, and it's going to be virtually impossible for you to heal if you're still dealing in the same environment of the things that had you messed up in the first place. So if, for example, you had trauma from when you were younger, and let's say you were, taken advantage of, without me having to say it, okay? And you were taken advantage of as a child, and it caused you to have a different mindset, where a lack mindset, where you don't care nothing about yourself no more because you feel like nobody cared about you. Nobody defended you. You were alone. You were by yourself. You felt like you didn't have a voice. You couldn't tell nobody. And if you didn't want to be ostracized, you didn't want to be embarrassed, so you kept it to yourself, and you grew up with that, and it was something that happened a lot. And so as you grew up, you started looking at relationships distorted. You started looking at love distorted. You started to not really believe what love is. You started understanding you were manipulated, so you learned how to manipulate and take advantage of people because it was done to you. So this becomes your mindset, and you grow up, and you get in relationships, and your relationships are all about manipulation to see what that you can get out of it. The same thing happened to you is what you're perpetuating over these years. Now you're in your 60s or what have you, however old you are. You done grew up like this, and every relationship you look back on wasn't built on real love. It was built on manipulation. You've always had that mindset of what was done to you. So you perpetuated it. It's your fault for perpetuating the same thing, even though it wasn't your fault what happened to you. You understand what I'm saying? It's not your fault as a child that you were taken advantage of and manipulated. It is your fault to continue it well into adulthood, into old age. It is your fault to keep continuing that same thing that happened to you, to take it out on other people, to do them worse, way worse, to the point to where you're just all over the place. You're distorted now. Your thoughts are distorted. Your consciousness, whatever it was, is almost this small. You're not even conscious of, you don't even care anymore of what you're doing to other people because you feel like nobody cared about you. But you didn't say anything, and I understand the reason why you didn't say anything. You had different reasons why as a child you didn't. You were threatened or whatever, blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of reasons why kids don't say anything. They're scared. They're kids. Until a lot of times, and I say this, and I'm just trying to not say certain things, but that kind of trauma and stuff that happened to people is why they turn out to be, you have, rapists and different things going on. You got people that's like that because this is what happened to them, and sometimes it's not necessarily exactly what happened to them, but it caused them to be a certain way. They're a menace to society now. And it's a sad thing that you have people out here doing. We do each other so bad out here. And then when people turn out a certain way, we want to condemn them. I'm not taking sides with them. This wrong is wrong. I'm saying we're horrible to one another. And I just feel like a lot of people wouldn't be certain ways if we weren't so horrible to each other. We live in a world that, is so much going on right now. Really, honestly, can anybody say what's going to happen? You can't, because you don't really know. You don't really know. And how do you know that what you're getting on the news is everything that you're supposed to get? What's being left out? What's being overinflated? You don't know. You don't. Anyway, I don't know why my mind went that way today, but it did. The underlying message is to love one another. Be good to one another. When you go home today and you get off work, hug and kiss your loved ones. Be thankful and be grateful because you still have one another to show love to and get love from. Somebody loves you somewhere. But you got to work on you first if you're having issues. Get yourself together. Learn to love yourself. And when you do that, honestly, when you do that, you're not going to feel so alone. Because when you fully love yourself and you fully heal the way you're supposed to, you're going to realize that love of the Most High is always with you. Because that kind of love comes from the Most High. The loving of yourself comes from the Most High. And that's when you'll realize you've never been alone. Never, ever. And beautiful things can happen for you. And I'm not just spewing rainbows and roses and all of that. It can happen. It can. I've seen it for myself. All right, my babies, I have got to go. And I'll see you on the flip side. Peace, love, and light.